Welcome to 13 and 1 special Christmas episode. I'm Francis Veltri, your host, and we are so excited. We have a very special Christmas guest for 13-1, the talk show that's like a game show without any prizes. We have a special Christmas guest, very special from the North Pole. I'd like to introduce Vixen. Vixen, so glad you could be here. And for those people that don't know, Vixen, who is Vixen? What is Vixen? How do we know you?
Well, you probably know me. First of all, thank you, Francis, for having me on the
Sure,
show.
we spare no expense here at 13 and 1. We have a direct link right to the North Pole.
Yeah, I mean, Santa personally came up and told me that Francis Veltri wanted me on his show, and I was so excited about that. And
Well, we're happy to have you on.
and once, we had to break down those quarantine barriers so I could travel all the way to your area.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that was before COVID too. That was pre-COVID. so, but let me ask you, Vixen, being a part of Santa's sleigh
Mhm.
team, how did you get involved with that? That's question number one. How did you get involved with Santa's sleigh team?
Well, Francis, I mean, not many people know this, but you don't, you're pretty much born into the team.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're
I didn't
born
know
into the
that.
reindeer team, and you don't always get top tier. Like pulling Santa's sleigh.
Right. Right.
It
Right.
it's I mean, my mom and dad, Floyd and Henrietta.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Um,
Right. Right. Everybody should know them. Right. Very famous minor league reindeer.
yeah, I mean they're the B League.
Right. Sure.
They didn't pull Santa's sleigh,
Mm-mm.
but they shined it
Mm-hmm.
and
With
waxed.
they have to use their tongues for that.
Um, that they didn't tell me that, but
Hmm.
that's something
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask that at Christmas dinner. I'm gonna
Sure. If you're allowed to have a Christmas dinner, that is.
Yeah, I mean, we do it on the 26th because
Oh, sure.
you know,
Maybe by then there won't be any coronavirus violations. Anyway.
you know what? Santa has things in store. I can't say anything right now, but Santa does have some plans for COVID.
Sure.
So
Sure. He's bringing everybody a vaccination, I believe.
yeah, and don't believe what people are saying. I mean, I've seen some stuff on Facebook where people are saying that.
You get Facebook way up there in the North Pole?
Of course, Facebook is everywhere, Francis.
Oh my God. Didn't. That's amazing. I didn't even know you had internet up in the North Pole.
Oh, of course, we have great Wi-Fi because
Probably better than we have.
yeah, because we're closer to the atmosphere and
You're like actually right by the satellite.
true.
Right, and like
Because the Northern Lights,
yes,
they make everything heightened.
right. Then and that's true. That's true.
Right.
So you're born into this.
Yes.
So from question number two, from an early age, was it
Mhm.
expected that you'd be part of Santa's sleigh team?
Well, um, probably since I was 5 months old. That's about the time that I start to be getting like a my own kind of personality, and I'm past the weaning stage, and
Right.
I'm getting my own thoughts, and I didn't always want to be part of Santa's sleigh. I mean, it is expected, like you said, it's like the job at the North
Right.
Pole, other than Santa and the elves. But we won't talk about the elves right now. But that's a whole nother story.
Did you want to be a firefighter as a kid or a police officer? What did you want to be when you grew up? When weren't thinking about your eventual career.
I wanted to be an interior decorator.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Very. Uh, I would think that being an interior decorator might be. I don't know. Is it easier up in the North Pole because it's one theme, really?
pretty much. But I wanted to get out of that theme. That's why.
Oh, oh, you weren't going to stay in the North Pole. You're going to go somewhere.
No, I was going to stay at the North Pole, but I wasn't gonna. I was gonna kind of do away with the Christmas theme in some areas.
Oh.
Because you kind of get tired of seeing the Christmas trees decorated, and you get tired of the happy, joy singing Christmas carols. I mean, not that they're nice, but you get kind of sick of that after a while, and you want something new.
Right, 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 right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try something new. I'm just going to go with my old background here because, I'm just going to try something different here. I'm going to try a little bit something different so I can, kind of get, I'm just going to kind of get a little bit more serious. And we'll go back to my original background here for a moment. Because what do you think of something like that background? Or should I stay with Christmas themes?
Francis, that background is out of this world.
Why,
But
thank you.
but you know what? I did like the Christmas one because this is the Christmas show and I'm getting kind of in that mood.
Ah, okay. So, earlier you had said something about uh, you wanted to be an interior decorator. What changed your mind? Question number three. What? Actually, this is four. Question number four. What changed your mind?
Um my dad,
Mm-hmm. Floyd.
Floyd. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
for remembering.
Oh,
Uh,
sure. Who doesn't know Floyd?
well, he's not in the song,
Oh, sure, sure. No,
so
no.
everybody. Yes.
Oh no, no, I was just no, no, I was just going to ask you that because that song's been around for a while, and then and then the "Twas the Night Before Christmas" too. You were saying when you were 5 months old. What is the age for a reindeer? I mean, like how in dog years it's 7 years for dogs is 1 year human. What about reindeer? It's got to be the other way around, right? I mean, how old are you?
Wow.
Never ask a woman. I know, but
Exactly. Even if they're reindeer women, you don't ask their age. But I'll
sure.
tell you that I'm way past 5 months.
Wow, thank you. That's very, very good. Um, Now, I do want to. This is an expose, and I
Mm.
want to get to some of the hard hitting questions. You are the only female member, Vixen, of the Santa sleigh team.
Mm.
I mean, we are in the Me Too. We're in we're in a whole new world here. But still, the only woman. Come on. I mean, first of all, I think there should be more women. But what was it like being the first?
Well, Francis, I wasn't the first. Um, there was another reindeer named Brandy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard of Brandy. I know a lot about Christmas. I know Floyd, Henrietta. I know every reindeer, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Cupid, Donder, Blitzen, and Rudolph. But I don't know Brandy.
As you should not know, Brandy.
What is there something? What happened with Brandy? Is this is something I think people would like to know about?
Well, Brandy was my sister.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a sister. Interesting.
No, no,
I
most
thought you were
people.
an only child, as a matter of fact.
No, I did have a sister. I have a brother named um,
Is he
Jeff. Jeff.
Jeff?
Yeah, I have a brother named Jeff,
Yeah.
but he
He
went
ca-
off to join the Air Force. So,
sure, sure. That does happen a lot in the North Pole, I would assume.
yeah, I mean, he can already fly. So,
Sure, sure,
well,
sure.
obviously, he's part of the, does stealth missions, so we can't really talk about
Right,
Jeff.
right, right, right. No,
But,
yeah, that's not, yeah, exactly.
yeah, so, Brandy, she was a competition for me because,
Hmm.
I wanted to be the only woman because, I wanted to break that glass ice ceiling.
Sure.
And she was just kind of getting in my way because she's like 5 minutes older than me.
Yeah. Oh, so you're twins.
Yeah, but I'm the better one,
Sure, sure. Uh,
obviously. So
so,
anyway,
yeah, please feel free. I
so
interrupted.
so Brandy took an extended vacation, and she's yeah, and it's not as sinister as it sounds.
I just don't. Where did she go, and what is she doing now?
She went to Turks and Caicos, and she's actually at a Club Med there.
Really? If she's not working as a stripper or anything, is she?
Well, her name does end with an I.
Okay. So
So,
so obviously Floyd couldn't keep your sister off the stripper pole.
right. I mean, this North Pole one, she was
Yeah.
always
She's
dancing
a
around.
natural. She's a
Yeah,
natural.
she was always dancing around the North Pole pole. And
Yep. And then you offer a few salt licks,
right,
forget
right.
it. She is
Make it
she's
rain.
yeah, exactly. REIGN,
Oh,
making it rain.
you're clever.
Oh, I'm not the first to make that joke, I'm sure. Um, so I hate to talk about Brandy so much.
Mm,
So I do want to pull it to the
oh,
team.
right, right.
Um, who's your closest? This is question number 6. Who is your closest friend on the All Star team? Yeah,
Um,
like I
I mean,
said, you have Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Cupid, Donder,
right, right.
Blitzen, and Rudolph. And we'll talk a little about him too. But who's your closest friend? If you have any friends, can you have friends?
Oh, I can have friends. I have lots of friends.
Yeah.
I have a lot of like woodland friends.
Hmm.
I mean, not. I don't strictly stick to reindeer, because I
Mm.
like to expand
No.
my horizons. You know, I'm not prejudiced at all. So, um,
Like Santa is towards Rudolph when he first showed his red nose. Not like that.
right. I mean, we all noticed the red nose,
Sure. How could you not?
but we tried, not to make fun of it too much, or make it that it was like, anything different or bad, until he moved up into the front of the sleigh. And
Yeah,
then,
there have been rumors about that, and that's really what I want to get at, Vixen. Now, okay, granted, Rudolph, and as in the biopic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Rankin and Bass,
yeah,
he did have a troubled upbringing. Uh, so my question number 7 is going to be, what's Rudolph like now? Okay, so it's been a while. So what's he like now?
you know, they were filming a Reels channel.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, they were filming a behind the scenes type, like beyond, remember Beyond the Music?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. So they were doing a Beyond the Pole,
yeah. That was
where
that was that was Brandy's
that was
special.
no, I know
I
how
thought that was going to be Brandy's special. That would be a great name for her.
yeah, that would be. Maybe I'll suggest that to them for real, you know. But
Sure,
so it was like after the Rankin
mhm,
and Bass and
sure.
after the whole hype of Rudolph and everything.
Right, right, right.
And people don't know this
Mm.
much about Rudolph, but he really got hooked on eggnog.
Oh,
Yeah, like really bad. Like,
is that because was it just the regular sweet eggnog, or we're talking a little tippy?
well,
No.
obviously he had to spice it up a little,
Sure, sure,
with some Hennessy. But yeah, Hennessy was his choice in his eggnog.
sure, sure, sure.
But I mean, he was showing up late,
Mm-hmm.
for like reindeer for sleigh tryouts,
Mm-hmm.
and because we don't just hook up and go.
Yeah.
Like we have to be on our game,
Right.
and about a month before Christmas, we have to go into like a sleigh boot camp,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we like, we do like a whole Rocky montage type thing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where we're like
We
pulling logs and
chasing chickens.
yeah, yeah, chasing chickens, and the chickens are really hard to keep unfrozen at the North Pole.
Right. They pretty much show up frozen. Kind of
Right.
easy to catch those.
Yeah, I mean, they're always by the fireplace, but
Yeah.
don't get them too close because then you have chicken dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So anyway, Rudolph, he was showing up late, and sometimes he was like getting really belligerent with the other
Sure.
reindeer,
Sure.
calling them out on things and acting like he's the big boss, and
Hmm. I've
Yeah,
heard at this time too. He was kind of gaining a little weight. Maybe he was.
yeah. He was up to like 10 kilograms,
I don't know
and
how much that
Santa's,
is.
yeah, it's a lot.
Okay,
A reindeer,
thanks.
like he had a reindeer pot belly,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that
Well,
just
I mean, Santa really couldn't say anything either.
no. But Santa's expected to be, he's expected to be that way. He's
Right.
expected to have that roly
Yeah,
poly
but
guy.
but how hypocritical would that for him to say something? But not that it's not above Santa. I mean, believe you me, that Rudolph show that they did in Rankin and by Rankin and Bass
Hmm.
clearly blew the lid off of what and dare I say racist that Santa is.
Wow.
I thought so. I thought
Well, um, Santa was only racist to a point
yeah, sure,
until, like, until Santa had a problem doing his job because remember it was foggy
right.
and
Then he needed people.
yeah, and most people don't know this either, but Santa has a boss.
He has a boss.
Yeah,
What? This is like breaking news.
I know.
Who is Santa's boss? Question number 9. Santa has a boss? I mean,
Santa has a
is
boss. His name is Santo.
Santo.
Yes.
Okay. Is this like a drug cartel? What is going on?
Well, it's not just snow at the North Pole. There's white
It
stuff.
sounds like it. It sounds like it could be some trafficking going on. Well, that this could be very dangerous for your life, Vixen. We
Mm,
might you might whatever. You don't care. What's the worst that could happen? You can move down to
Turks and
wherever your
Caicos.
sister is working
Turks
the
and
pole.
Caicos. Yeah. I
Where
know.
is she?
Turks and Caicos.
Okay, that I pretended I knew where that was. I have
It's
no
in
idea.
the Caribbean or the
Oh, sure, sure.
yeah. Let's Make a Deal gives a lot of trips away there. So if
Vixen, you have a lot of time to watch daytime television
I
up there in the
only
North Pole on your 363 days off, right?
right exactly. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I mean, we have Netflix and stuff, so
Right.
and Channel Two.
Now, PBS.
Right.
You get PBS. And, they're constantly just asking for money.
I know.
So you're like, click. Um,
Exactly. Unless they have a cool tote bag, then I might spot them some Christmas joy.
Now, speaking of Christmas joy, I understand that you have played reindeer games with Rudolph, and that you even said it a little bit earlier that you've hooked up with him.
Well, I mean, I've hooked up with him in the technical sense, where we're hooked up. I'm right behind Rudolph.
I bet you that's very pleasant experience. What is it like? Okay, that was question number 10. I'm going to add to this. What was it like being hooked up behind another reindeer? I mean, is it like you're behind Rudolph? Is it? I mean, it's got to be a little I don't know, eye opening.
Yeah. One big eye.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, once you hang out with somebody like that, you probably know them inside and out.
Well, at first I wasn't the one behind Rudolph. It was
Yeah,
Donder was behind Rudolph,
yeah,
and he wasn't. He complained about it a lot to Santa,
right.
and he's like, Santa, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna walk off the line. That's what we
Mm,
call it.
mm, mm.
I'm gonna walk off the line if I gotta stare at that thing one more time.
Right.
No, it's really just once a year, but
Yeah.
even that's too much because and Rudolph was eating lots of Bush's baked beans.
I was just gonna say, this is question number 11. Are there a lot of mischief that goes on between the reindeer?
Yeah, I mean mostly Rudolph because
Sure.
the eggnog.
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
but yeah, he knew that uh, who was going to be behind him, so he
Right.
would make sure that he ate a ton of beans and broccoli
Mm.
and okra because that's really gassy too, and he would just let it rip.
Yeah, sure.
And
And maybe some uh, uh, something that would make his stool a little softer.
Oh. Yes, that would be awful. Like maybe some raisin bran.
Yeah, I was just.
Yeah, raisin
I
bran.
didn't know how to delicately put that, so thank you. Yes.
Yes, leave it to me. I'm all about soft
You
foods.
are all about delicate. I will tell you. You are incredibly delicate. Now, this is question number 12. This is a very delicate question
Hmm.
because this has been something, it's probably before even your time. Can you explain how Santa delivers toys around the world in one night? This is question number 12, I believe.
One word,
Yes.
Amazon.
Okay. So he makes sure to hit the Amazon basin first.
Yeah, because remember Santo?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
He's really good friends with Jeff Bezos.
Oh, okay, sure.
And so they have like this arrangement. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't know this about Bezos, but he is like immortal. So
Oh,
he's been around ever since um, Santo and Santa's been around. So that's how long Amazon's been around. They just
mm-hmm.
are now getting recognition,
Mm-hmm.
getting more out there. So anyway, he's always helped him.
Right.
So he has all his trucks and planes, and Santa really only delivers in like one district,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
that is like Maryland.
mm. Well, see, I thought it was because he just skipped the atheists and the Buddhists. That's
Oh,
how I kind of did it. I thought he just said, you know what, I'm not even going there.
he
So.
did that one year, but then it gave him really bad karma, and so he vowed to never skip them again. They
Yeah,
they
that would.
they
Yeah.
don't get like the Amazon gifts; they
Yeah.
get the Wish gifts, but they still get something.
Vixen, I have to admit, on my Wish app,
Uh-huh.
you photos of you wearing different little skimpy outfits constantly pop up. I don't understand it. I don't know how. It's not like I'm looking up, reindeer porn or anything. So
Really?
it is sort of weird that that kind of pops up. But I have not bought anything like that, even though
It's
I assume they're not sanctioned.
it's because I made sure that I was at the top of the search engine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can pay for that, and a girl's got to make a living outside of. I couldn't do the interior decorating,
Mm-hmm.
so I do the one thing where I pull that sleigh, but then the rest of the time, I mean, I have bills too. Like, I have a brand new BMW, with
Mm-hmm.
snow tires that
Yeah.
I've got to, keep up. So, sometimes I may take a picture or two, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Sure, sure. Girl got to do what a girl got to do.
Yeah, apparently you're seeing them, so.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, I'm seeing them. I quickly delete them after I've downloaded them.
Right. And thank you for all those purchases.
Now, let me ask you this. So I guess I have so many questions, but this is question number 13, and we're almost
Oh,
done. This has just flown by.
no, it has.
Is My question was going to be, and you can pick whichever one you want. One
Mhm.
question is, does being a reindeer pay good in of itself, or do you have to do the side jobs? Or the other question is Vixen misunderstood? So pick one, pick them both. That's question number 13, and then it's time for you to ask me a question.
Okay. Um, I'm just gonna probably combine everything.
Okay, sure, sure.
So, no, it doesn't pay a lot, which is why I do the other stuff on the side. But also for my own personal growth and fulfillment. Because
You seem like someone worried about your personal growth and fulfillment. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
Francis, reindeer can have desires too.
Reindeer are people, kinda, too.
Yeah. I mean, we're mammals.
You are mammals. I mean,
We have
just
hair
you do, you do.
and skin.
Yeah.
and
And antlers.
milk.
Yeah.
Antlers. Antlers are just like your toenails.
When you go to the okay, this is an extra question. When you go to the beach to
Yes.
visit your sister, how many tops do you have to wear over your reindeer teats?
I'm glad you asked that, Francis. I was hoping you'd ask that. Um, Actually, I had 6 sets.
Okay. So that means you have to wear like it's like your little bikini and then 6 sets. So you've got like
Yeah.
six little top things.
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, sure, sorry.
Because one time I went to Rio and they have a lot of nude beaches.
Uh-huh.
And I felt really uncomfortable.
Oh, sure. Sure.
So,
I totally understand that.
so everyone was going topless, but they only had like 2 nipples.
Right, weirdos.
Yeah. So, but I didn't judge them for that
No, you shouldn't.
because, just because,
Because
that's
they're
the thing.
teatly challenged.
Right, exactly. Teatly challenged. I like that. So, I went and I had 5 sets removed.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I'm a little controversial on the
Yeah.
reindeer.
So you've had a teat reduction.
I did. My back was killing me all the time. So,
So I guess it's safe to say that you've never had a like you don't have any piercings on your teats or anything.
well, I didn't say that.
Oh, well, I'm just assuming. You know what? Who am I to
Right.
judge?
I mean, you're just going by what you read on.
On the various reindeer porn sites I go.
Right, exactly. You you you're actually getting all this information straight from a reindeer now.
Yeah,
So
right. Right from the deer's mouth. Right from the deer's
exactly
mouth.
the reindeer's mouth.
Right, that's true. And yeah, you know what? I could sit here all day and talk to you. But you know what? We've done 13 questions. I was just going to ask you the difference between a reindeer and a deer. But you know what? That's a whole other. That's a whole other. That's an issue we really shouldn't talk about these
Right.
days. Now, what do you have a question for me? That's part of 13 and 1. I don't know if you're being surprised by this or not, Vixen, because I don't know if we ever discussed this, but you do get to ask me a question. That's sort of the little gimmick here
Oh wow.
of 13 and 1. You can ask me a question, any question you want, anything you would like to know about me.
Okay, can I ask a two-part question?
Well, you can't ask doesn't mean I'll answer it, but I can. You can't ask it.
Okay, so if you could pull Santa's sleigh, if
Mm-hmm.
you had
Mm-hmm.
that ability, who would you want to be paired with?
Oh, okay. Okay, so is that a two-part question, or is there another part to that?
There's just one other one. It's a real simple one,
Oh,
but
okay. So, well, let me put it this way. What have I ever? You know what? Have you ever seen those people that like to dress up like their horses and
yeah,
they get ridden around
they're
by
like
like
yeah, and they have like bridles and bits and stuff
yeah,
and leather.
yeah. I have that same thing, but as a reindeer.
Oh,
So yeah, absolutely. And I would want to be next to or paired with you, Vixen, because
no.
or at least behind you, because I know you wouldn't do any mean things like have baked beans or raisin bran, because that would ruin the experience. I know. I'm sure there are some people that are into that,
hmm
but not this reindeer wannabe.
no, and
Rain dude. Can I be a rain dude?
you can be a rain dude. That would be cool. You would be Francis the rain dude, and I'll see if I can get the song changed.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. That'd be so great. And is there another part to your question?
There was just one more question that I wanted to ask.
Sure, sure.
What are you hoping to get for Christmas?
Well, well, after it's changed, I'm hoping to get a trip to the Bahamas, the Caribbean, to go see Brandy.
Turks and Caicos?
Yeah, right. Thank you. You figured it out. I couldn't remember. Yes, you were like a spy, a super sleuth. You figured it out. I couldn't remember how to say it. Turks and Caicos. It sounds like something that you have like at a posh English dinner. Would you like some Turks and Caicos?
Yes, that is the Wish version of the British tea and crumpets.
Turks and Caicos. Um, anyway, Vixen, thank you so much. You did great. You know what? This has been so much fun. I actually enjoyed doing this episode.
Thank you. I enjoyed it too.
So, just, you know what? Let me just introduce you really. Vixen is played by Bobby. I don't know if you know this. She's really not a reindeer, but she has studied extensively, not only acting training, improv training, but also reindeer training. She knows all the improv games, all the acting games, all the reindeer games. So you did great. You do appear regularly on some improv stuff, isn't that right, Bobby?
Yes, I've been doing the grid.
The Grid, that's an online improv show
Mm-hmm.
that's a good time had by all. It's a weekly show, and like Bobby, Bobby appears on a semi-regular basis, because you can only do it so much.
Right.
You can only do. We're not Nelson.
No, we could never be Nelson. unless
Correct.
we do that.
Okay. So Bobby, thank you again for doing this show. I really appreciate it. You did a great Vixen.
Thank you.
Vixen's coming back, hopefully before Christmas, maybe after Christmas, to help us get through the
Ooh.
what we didn't get for Christmas episode. That would be
Right.
very sad, and we could talk to Vixen about that because I have so many more questions for
Yes.
Vixen, and hopefully, since the breast reduction, I mean the teat reduction,
Right,
she's
right.
doing much better. Anyway, thank you. Again, there'll be another episode next week. I'm Francis Veltri. This has been 13 and 1 with Bobby, aka Vixen, aka Bobby. And don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button. Come back next week. We'll have more music by Charlie Fleming. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Have a good day.